Hello world, Patrick, the sleep efficiency expert and your coach to all things sleep. So today I wanted to go over my morning rituals, my routines that I have. Really help you understand the principles, not necessarily the actions, not necessarily get into the specifics as far as like do exactly what I do, but understand where I have come from with designing my day and how I can help, how this has helped others, and just extracting the principles and applying it in your own way so that you can energize your day to the utmost, and so that you can really achieve more and in less time. Principles are designed in a step-by-step process to uplift and bring the energy up the body so that we can really start off on the right foot, and we're not groggy, we're not slow, we're not reactive, we're not stressed, all of these things which really don't allow for us to achieve all that we want in the day. The first thing that we need to know is that everything is done with an intentional purpose. That is very powerful. The start of your day is so important when it comes to the rest of your day. It's our only time that we can really control all of the circumstances, all of the surroundings and the environmental impacts and things like that. When you're in the middle of the day, you know, you're relying on other people, you're interacting with other people, you can't really control those things. So it's really important to start your day off in control, because the rest of the day is really sort of out of your control to an extent. So the first thing I do is I wake up with gratitude and I say thank you. It's very important. It's not necessarily anything that equates to sleep or anything of that sort, but it is a very powerful practice. For a while now, my dreams have been very vivid and very powerful, and so I've started to journal those dreams. Now, it's not always just a dream. Sometimes it's just thoughts and emotions and things that pop up into my mind. So I like to get some of those things out on paper. And then the next thing I do is, it's kind of a preemptive thing. So I take green bean coffee and I put them in the oven at a very low temperature, 250, 200 degrees, let those slow roast, and I take my dog for a walk. So I take her for a walk, we go out to the park, and I ground in the earth. I take my shoes off and I ground. And this is very important for centering yourself and getting that source of energy from the earth. It's very synchronistic, very symbiotic relationship we have with the earth. And then I do a movement practice. It's evolved over time. Right now I currently do Tai Chi movement. I shake my body. Shaking is really powerful. I pound out knots and whatnot, and you might come across an instructional on that, just paying attention to my content. But I do a flow. It lasts maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I do concentrated breathing, not necessarily any technical breathing techniques, but just get the flow of the body going. So it's very important that we do that. It's very important that we do something physical to start the day. And it doesn't have to be anything like that. It can be a workout, it can be a run, but it all helps generate the energy within the body and gives you a really good start to your day. So then I come up, I grab the green bean coffee out of the oven, I put it in the freezer to cool, and then I come and I do a few more fluid movements designed to start the digestion and start the internal fire, the heat. And so I do some twists. I do downward dog with some twists. I do cat-cow, which really ignites the core, and maybe even a plank just to really strengthen in the core. And then I go and I grab the coffee out, I grind it, and I get that going. I don't drink that yet. So then I boil water and I drink lemon water, and that really starts the digestion also. And I take charcoal. So these things are all to get that internal combustion going while the stomach is empty. So this allows for us to detoxify. The charcoal specifically allows for us to detoxify, so we don't have any residual toxins left over in our system that will get in the way of our energy production later into the day. Then I take the hot water and I start to make the coffee. and then 10 minutes later, the coffee is ready. I come and I do a quick little heart meditation, connecting with the heart. Again, it's a step-by-step system. So, we start with the ground, we move into the digestion and moving the fluidity. And so, it's ground, water, fire, and then heart, which is air. So then we go into the heart and I do a quick meditation. Then I go into my chanting, which is all about vibration. Again, we're stepping up the system. So vibration. Now again, the heart meditation, it's only a few minutes. It's just I put my hand on my heart and I breathe into the heart. It's really easy. I will provide content for this for you so that you can understand how to connect with your heart. It's very powerful. And I'll explain even more in depth as to why it is so powerful. And the vibration you don't have to chant, you don't have to ohm, you don't have to do anything of the sort, but sing. You could even do octaves and things like this. We really underutilize the throat. The throat chakra, but the throat itself has a wide range of vibratory sensations. And the English language is very limited when it comes to hitting all of the different notes and the tones that are vibrational center here. This is a vibratory field, right? Sound comes from vibration. So very important. And then I begin to drink the coffee, and I use Shilajit, and the Shilajit mixed with the coffee. Really allows for the energies up here to shift up, right? Whether you believe in the third eye or understand what's going on with the pineal gland, the Shilajit is a resin. It really helps to decalcify the pineal gland. We have a calcium buildup in the pineal gland because of environmental toxins. And so if you notice, I do charcoal, which is black, and then I do coffee, which it's fresh roasted, but it's black coffee. And sometimes I do cacao, which is also brown. It's not exactly black, so I don't always do fresh roasted coffee. Sometimes it's cacao, which has a lot of similar qualities, especially when it's fresh roasted coffee versus just like traditional coffee. And then Shilajit, which is black. So all of those products, all of those things, black substances that you consume are very detoxifying. So you're also going to be detoxifying. That's why coffee is a diuretic. That's why you drink a cup of coffee and you take a shit, right? It's because it is a black substance. And these black substances are really good for detoxifying the body and cleansing the body. So even though I'm up here and I'm working from up here to up here, I'm still cleansing, I'm still gonna detoxify. I do intermittent fasting, I recommend it, try it out, it's amazing. It really uplifts and energizes your day. And then finally, I do a handstand. And the handstand is to flip my energy and bring it down. And it goes all the way down into the head and really starts to generate buzz and sensate here. Now you don't have to do a handstand, you can do downward dog. It's not as intense, but it has the same effect of bringing some of the blood to the brain. You can do a headstand instead of a handstand. You can do a forward fold. You can do legs up the wall. You can do braced against the wall. You can do a shoulder stand. You can do plow. Anything that gets the head underneath the heart will bring more fluid, more blood into the brain. These are all very good energizing techniques. And then after all of this, an hour after all of this, it takes about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour, depending on it, I take a cold shower. So I take a cold shower and any buildup, residual energy is just freaking moving through the body. You're putting yourself in an excited state. It is really just, this whole process is taking me years and years and years and years to really put together and find what works best for me. So again, understand the principles that are going on here in my morning routine and equate them to your own sort of practices. You're not going to do Tai Chi, or maybe you are, but you're not. So, but you might not be. So do something else physical. And breath techniques are also really good if you're not into creating vibration. If you do breathing techniques, you can get a similar sort of uplift of the energy. So let me know if you have any questions, and I will be more than glad to answer them, of course. And it's been a pleasure today to bring this to you. I hope that this can be helpful to you. It has been helpful to so many throughout my life, and like I said, it's all a process. It's all like, okay, test this out, see if this works. Maybe ground, maybe bring that into your practice to start your day. If you have access to it, if you're near the beach or the ocean, oh my God, it's even more powerful. I'm in New York City, so my grounding is far less impactful than that. So thank you again for watching, and have a fantastic day, week, month, year.